This is gonna go well. Welcome back to Vinyl Reckoning. My name is Matt.
I'm Stacy.
It's my birthday. Well, it was my birthday.
What was your birthday? A few days ago.
Yeah, but I wanted to do a birthday video because I'm wearing my party shirt. It's a little big on me, but it's my party shirt.
Not really.
Not really?
No.
It's a little, it's flowy.
There you go.
Silky. Well, enough about my shirt. So for those that don't know me, every year on my birthday, I like to do like a money is no object type of like shopping spree at my favorite record stores in town. Mm-hmm. We're in a new city.
Yes.
We recently moved. Go check out that video. But we already kind of amassed our favorite record stores for the most part, or at least our top 2 or 3. So that's what we decided to do. Not really worry about money. Go nuts. With that being said, I did do a trade-in at our first record store because, you know, I wanted to make sure that I really didn't go too overboard at the first one.
Sure. Money is a little bit of an object.
I mean, it's a tiny object. It's an object. But so we went to Sorry State Records.
Yep.
Poorhouse, record store and music hall, and HhunkyDory. Mm-hmm. Top 3 so far in North Carolina. There are other videos coming out that may change. Right now, those are our top 3. We did a trade-in at Sorry State. You know, got there right when they opened at noon.
Right.
But first, we went to our favorite coffee shop. Do you remember the name of it?
We always forget, but it's called Iris.
Iris, because we remembered Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. Every time we're like, it's Iris. Think of the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yep.
We always want to call it everything else, but
yeah,
it's really good there, though.
It's really good. You like their chai teas?
Oh, so much.
I like they call it iced coffee, but it seems like a nitro cold brew to me. That's fine. I'm not a coffee snob. So we started out our day there. We split a breakfast sandwich. We had our coffees. Mm-hmm. Spent about an hour there, enjoying the atmosphere, which is one of the best atmospheres I've experienced at a coffee shop here so far.
It's cute there.
Yes, I agree. Then we went to Sorry State.
We did.
So Sorry State, I did a trade-in. I got a little bit over $200, like $225. So naturally, I had to go over that, and we spent about $240. You already know about Sorry State. If you don't, go ahead and go back to one of our earlier videos.
Do it. It was one of our favorite stores. Like after we moved here, when we found it, we were just like gushing. Yeah, we were gushing over Sorry State. So
and we have an eclectic taste. So let's get to our pickups from Sorry State, and then we'll go in the order that we went to the record stores.
Sure.
So Sorry State. What was your first pickup from Sorry State? I know it's my birthday, but I like sharing the love.
Thanks. Yeah, you do. Okay, what? Oh, so I have to go first.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the first thing I saw was what was this one? It's a war paint.
Exquisite Corpse.
Exquisite Corpse.
We remembered.
I remembered.
Yeah.
So this was an album that I just remember. I'm really big into nostalgia. If you haven't noticed, everything I always pick up, I'm like nostalgia. Like I listen to this a lot with like. A friend that lives in the UK. Shout out to Sarah, I love you. She introduced me to this band, and then I would just play the crap out of it while playing video games all day. So that was really fun. Yeah, it's a great chill. Like I love that band. So they're still making stuff, which is great. This was, back in 2010. So Exquisite Corpse. It's
when
my
we were
first.
In our early 20s, because we're old now.
Yeah, that was fun.
So my first pickup. I saw this like right on the shelf when I walked in. The Goodfellas soundtrack. One of my favorite movies. Great soundtrack. All that crooner bullshit. I love it. It's probably, I wouldn't say my favorite soundtrack, but it's up there. Yeah. I mean, Tony Bennett.
It's got Layla on there.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Great little soundtrack. Great movie.
Yep. Oh, we're doing like that? Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it the back and forth. Okay. We don't prepare for these.
True, we don't. I don't. I try to, but...
We click record and we just go and see what happens.
Mimosas and all.
Yeah, we got a few mimosas in us, so strap in.
So, again, if you know me at all, you know I love me some Grimes. So this was her debut album. I have a lot of Grimes, and like,
that completes the discography, doesn't it?
I think there's maybe one or two others, but they're not like my favorites. It's kind of the only artist that I like in that genre that much.
Yeah, it's the only genre, or only artist in that genre I hear you listening to ever.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and for some reason I love Grimes. She's very interesting, and I like her music. This is a sealed copy, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's I want to say it's called Guidy Primes. Maybe that's how you say it. I might have just butchered it.
That's fine.
I even butchered the word butcher.
Yeah. Well, you know, a few mimosas deep, no big deal.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love it.
Grimmies. I love Grimes.
All right. So the next one is I love 90s hip hop. I'd say, as far as hip hop goes, one of the best. Enjoy your drink. You're just swallowing real loud.
Loud swallows.
Yeah, loud swallows.
Always.
Love it. 90s
Sorry.
hip hop. It's kind of my jam. Naughty by Nature. I believe this is their debut. Could be dead wrong about that, but self-titled. 30th year anniversary pressing. It's on a very cool color. It's a blue and yellow splatter, so it matches the album art perfectly. These guys were unmatched in my opinion in the 90s, but that's just me. I think it's a great pickup. Like I said, I had so much store credit that I had to share the wealth with Stacy, so she picked up what she picked up as well. And frankly, I'd start buying stuff that like I would sell in a month or get rid of in a month anyway. So as much as I was like, I want everything, I kind of held back a little bit. Sometimes, thank you. Yeah. Sometimes you should.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, what was your next pickup?
My next one, I think this was the next one I saw. I could be wrong, but I thought about it. I had one of their albums that I sold many years ago, and I always regretted it. So seeing this in the wild kind of made me happy. Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos, it's their Animal album. It is the blue variant. Almost dropped it. But yeah, so I really love Richard Edwards is the main dude behind Margot, and then sorry, I'm doing like really bad glare job. Is that what that be? Stop. Stop.
Continue.
Anyway, I really love this band. They're marvelous. Super kind of like slow and folky kind of feels to them. They're great. I love anything that Richard Edwards does. I have stuff that's like his solo. You know, he has something called like Richard Edwards and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. So it's like kind of like more solo acoustic stuff. That's really good. He's really active in like, you know,
music?
the community.
Oh, okay.
Like he's always releasing stuff on Bandcamp and little like behind the scenes things. So I always think it's cool.
That is cool. Yeah. My next pickup.
Why are you laughing at me?
You're just... I wasn't laughing.
You were the whole time.
I was smiling.
Whatever.
This album I saw everywhere. There was so much hype around it. I'd never heard it. And finally, I was like, I'm going to check it out. Really, really enjoyed it. Wet Leg, it's the debut album. I'm pretty sure this is just a self-titled. I don't even know. They're from Australia, I think. And it's like cool, like dancey pop, female vocals. And it's just, it's amazing.
That was one you were like, I want to try to find that one. And then I was like, what was the name of the one you were trying to find? And then I picked it up. It was like, there you go. There it is.
This thing already has like 100 variants, I'm sure. It's just a black variant. I don't need no fancy variants. One thing I do enjoy about this is like the embossed
name.
Yeah. It's like gold. It's really cool. So I picked this up knowing that I was going for it. And yeah.
You were looking for it.
Yeah. We're still on Sorry State. I love it.
I know. We love Sorry State. Is this one still Sorry? Yeah, I think I two more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my turn?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So everybody knows I love me some Isley.
Yep.
This is their I'm Only Dreaming of Days Long Past. So it's their acoustic version of their latest album, I'm Only Dreaming, which I love their stuff, but when it's like acoustic, it's just...
It's even better.
So beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isley's, I love Isley. Everybody knows this.
Samesies.
So there's that one. I found, again, you know, I get so like happy when I see bands like Isley in the wild, and they even had another one in there that I would have picked up, but I already have it. So, and then Sorry State was where I found that grail of a
Isley,
album.
yeah.
Isley, yeah. So I like that they know that they pick it up. I'm gonna go in there. And
They
buy
got
it.
us early. They
Yeah.
got us early.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. So it's my turn. I've been toying with the idea of buying this repress for quite some time. I just never bought it online. So I found this Jeromes Dream. I would definitely check this band out if you're into like that like screamy hardcore like noise rock type stuff. Jeromes Dream is phenomenal. Their debut LP is my favorite, but this one is great as well. I forget who released this one. This one says Microspy, but yeah, okay. But I would check them out. Really weird listen. First few listens I had with them in general as a band, I was like, I am not sure, but they eventually won me over. So I would recommend checking out Jeromes Dream.
Cool.
Oh, here comes a banger.
Stop. Again, another nostalgic album of mine, I guess we could say. Shout out to Jen. She's the reason why I got this album. Freaking Evanescence Fallen.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't know every word to Bring Me to Life?
Wake me up.
Exactly.
Is that what that is?
That's what this is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, who doesn't know? Like, I mean,
like,
I
I know
all
that
of them,
song,
but yeah, you know that song. Of course you do. That's great. It looks like, so when I bought it, it looks like they did the move that I do where it's still like sealed, but it's just open on the side because the hype sticker is still intact. So I really...
Which is just like your dream.
Yeah,
come true.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll buy it used, and if it's used with the hype sticker, I'm even more about it. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Evanescence is kind of a little bit of a banger. Can't lie.
I respect it.
You know every word.
I
You know
respect
you do.
it.
Everybody does.
All right, so this is my last pickup from Sorry State. Wow, it's one of those days. I've been meaning to like start collecting some blues stuff. I really like blues music. I just didn't know where to start, but I know this artist. I mean, everybody does. Whether or not they've heard this artist is one thing, but they know the name. Muddy Waters, and of course I started with live at Newport, which is the Newport Folk Festival, which my sister and her husband go to like every year. But I've been told this is like kind of an important record, and that's where I wanted to start with the important record.
Yeah,
so I picked this bad boy up.
Yep.
And I'm actually really, really excited to finish it. And this just goes to show you what type of like stock Sorry State has. They don't discriminate.
Such a good stock.
I love it.
Yeah. Such a great story.
So that was it for Sorry State. So next we went to HhunkyDory. HhunkyDory is a newer video that we just released, but we've been going there for a minute. So go back and check that one out if you haven't. HhunkyDory is awesome. They got good beers. They got good music. Really cool people that work there. I didn't pick up too much from there because we had been there so recently that there wasn't much new stock there because we'd already like kind of picked through it, right?
Yeah, we were just there.
So let me go ahead and grab the first one I got. I've been meaning to pick this up since it came out. I mean, I think this man released 2 albums in the last like 6 months. The new Jack White on the Detroit denim colored vinyl. I have a feeling it's probably just a blue and gray swirl of some sort. But Entering Heaven Alive, Jack White, I'm hit or miss. I really didn't like his solo stuff for the first few years, but now it's growing on me. Not even the old solo stuff, still not a huge fan, but the new solo stuff's phenomenal. So that's what I picked up at HhunkyDory. Wonderful shop.
Right.
And I got one more from there, and I'll grab that now. So this album, Maggie Rogers. If you are on the internet, you can tell that she blew up because of Pharrell, because of some like weird TV show or some viral clip or something. But this is just kind of a phenomenal like folky pop album, and my buddy Colin reminded me that it came out and saw it at HhunkyDory, and I grabbed it. You didn't get anything at HhunkyDory?
I didn't, but I mean, I did in the last video. I did get one from there.
Yeah.
So, but I did get a beer, and I like it in there. It's really cool.
After HhunkyDory, we went to lunch. We got ramen because we were trying to find a decent ramen place. Miso ramen. We got a spicy and a not so spicy, and we shared it. And it was absolutely delectable ramen. Great atmosphere. I got another beer, which is kind of the way to go when you're doing a record store crawl, if you will.
That's what I called it.
Okay, I enjoy it. Then we ended up at the Poorhouse. Again, one of our favorite record stores.
Yeah.
At the Poorhouse, I found some really, really good stuff. None of it really meshes together, but hey, that's what's great about the record stores in North Carolina. They don't really cater to one specific thing. Why don't you show yours first, because you only got one.
Yeah.
And I like the story behind this one.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was an old cheap record.
Yeah. $5.
$5 freaking bucks. So people might not even know who he is. I got Dave Mason. Alone Together is the album. So this was released back in 1970. So my dad is a giant Dave Mason fan, and even so much of a fan that we've gotten him a cameo before, like on Father's Day, from Dave Mason to him.
Yep.
But back when he was 16 years old, he said he went into a store, I believe it was Sears, heard this on vinyl, like,
well, it's all they had when he was a kid.
Obviously it was, and then he said he liked it and picked it up, and it's my dad's still his favorite album ever. So as soon as I saw they had a few Dave Masons and I saw this, I just had to pick it up.
He seems to think we won't like it. I bet we will.
Yeah, he's like, did y'all listen and hate it yet? And I'm like,
youths.
no. Yeah, I was like, we've been busy. We're gonna listen to it. I think it's probably the best $5 I've ever spent.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
It
I like
is,
it. I like it.
$5. It's my dad's favorite album. Who doesn't love that? It's great. We don't even know what it sounds like, but I'm sure it's good because
it probably is.
my dad has good taste.
We don't discriminate.
Yeah.
So I started early. I saw this in the wild. I know I could have gotten a little bit cheaper than when I paid for it, but it's fun to see this band out in the wild when it's not like their newest of new. Mm-hmm. So Bayside, Vacancy, a band I never ever got into. Not that I didn't like them, it just didn't hit my radar in high school. I knew who they were, things like that. But Tim, and if you go back and listen to the podcast, I'm sure you can hear him trying to convince me that Bayside is very good. And he is not wrong. Wonderful bands. Vacancy. Yeah. It is on a yellow in clear, which means probably like a yellow blob.
I kind of like that.
Yep.
But no, I was kind of late to the Bayside game as well. I knew who they were, but I just wasn't interested. And then, kind of same story here.
Yeah. So this next one, you're lying to yourself if you didn't rock this back in the day.
Or know it at least.
I think this is kind of an importantly weird album.
Yeah.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
It's so good.
I think him and like Jack Johnson were like around the same time, and they just weird movement of like chill soft rock.
Yeah.
Jason Mraz, Waiting for My Rocket to Come. It has all the songs you think he sings.
Yep.
I loved this album in high school, and it was one of those albums that I had to keep a secret because it was cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking emo and punk rock. And
for me, it was like always on the freaking radio.
Yeah.
So it's like I knew of them from, those songs being so popular.
Yeah. But yeah, great album. It's a fun little banger.
Yeah.
And then the last pickup,
Man.
never ashamed to admit it, love Alanis Morissette.
Same.
So this is her MTV Unplugged, and we actually spun it the other night when my buddy's band was here. Go check out You, Me, and Everyone. Yeah, without you. Go check out You, Me, and Everyone We Know. Wonderful, wonderful band. The best band you've never heard. But yeah, Alanis Morissette, MTV Unplugged.
I picked that up and looked at the back, and I was like, do I want this one? And then I was like, I don't know. And then you picked it up, and you're like, I'm getting it. So I'm like, all right, cool, now we have it. Because I definitely was going to pick it up. It has such bangers on it, too.
It has all the songs you would think.
All the solos and whatnot.
So that was it. A very successful birthday.
That was a good birthday.
I appreciate you spending it with me.
Thank you.
And buying me cool gifts.
Of course.
Because I deserve it. And you made me a cake. And it was wonderful. And yeah, thanks for coming on this chaotic birthday adventure when we've had too many mimosas and we're filming a video. So for Vinyl Reckoning, my name is Matt.
I'm Stacey.
Y'all be easy. Have a good night. You did great.